new things to learn about raising my children, and parents really helps.
So don't wait another day. Call 1-800-228-2224. That's 1-800-228-2224.
You two can't go out there alone in the wilderness.
Why not? Because someone will come up and say, "Hi, Grandma, what big eyes you have."
Join the Partridge Family today at 11.
Ding dong, knock, knock, hey, daddy, do. Bing bong, tick tock, bebop, boom. Flip flop, up, up, beady mighty boom. Boppity stoppity, romper room. Hey, diddle little fiddle, dum diddy do. You be a doobie, ding dong, knock, knock, hey, daddy, do. Tip tap, pitter pat, granny cat too. Rooty toot, kimble, loopy loo. Boppity stoppity, romper room and friends.
Good morning, Romper Room friends. My own trick backfired on me. I always get everybody else stuck in the barrel, and now I'm stuck in the barrel. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Don't just stand there, do something. What should I do, friends at home? Put it over my head? Pull it over. Will that work? No, that won't work.
How about we do it? How about we stand up and
That's an awfully big step. How about if you help me and push me over? Gently, carefully, very slowly. Oh! There. I made it. Well, good morning, friends. Nothing like a little fun in the morning. How are you today? Well, as you can tell, we're going to play with our tunnel, right? Why don't you go ahead and start? You can start on the tunnel, and I'll tell the friends at home what we're going to do today. We're going to play with our scarves today. I have my friend, Barbara Dyer, here today from the Turtleback Zoo, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about voting, but not voting like in a political election, voting for your favorite reptile. She brought a reptile with her, too, so we'll see that, and we'll talk about some reptiles later on today in Romper Room. And Granny's going to be here to talk to us. We're going to play with our scarves. We're going to play Duck, Duck, Goose. We're going to play Keeping the Beat. We're going to play with our mats. We're going to play Jack in the Box. And we're going to play Quick Draw today. So you might want to have a crayon and some paper that you can play on. But first, ask a grown-up what you could use so you could roll in a tunnel with us. Probably don't have a tunnel at your house just like this. Aren't many of these around. But you could ask a grown-up if maybe you could use a chair. Be very careful. Make sure you ask a grown-up first, though, or you could just crawl and pretend that you have a tunnel. Right? But don't get stuck like I did. No, I guess I'm just a little too big for this tunnel, right? Just a little too big. Well, hi there. Fancy meeting you here. Aw, pity. You're stuck. Now what should I do to help you get out? Put it down? Okay, whoa, be careful, not too fast, gang. Slowly. Watch your fingers. There you go. You must be gentle about these things. Christy, yoo-hoo. Get a case of the giggles today. Christy, you ready? Lean on the edge of it so you don't hurt yourself. Very slowly, very carefully. There you go. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Good help. Jenna! You're stuck, too. Now what do I do? Let you down very carefully. Very slowly. Go for it. There you go. Richard. Hello, Richard. How are you? I bet you had no idea I was going to do that to you. Not a single one, right? Very carefully, very slowly. Oh, you're such good helps. And carry. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. we'll leave Carrie here while we say the Pledge of Allegiance. What do you think? No? Don't you want to spend the rest of Romper Room in the tunnel? No? I thought we'd just leave you here. No? Okay, I didn't think so. Jenny, you want to hold the flag? Okay, we can do that. That's easy. I'll put the tunnel up. Put away whatever you're using at your house for the tunnel. Oh. And Jenna, go ahead. You can get the flag. Stand right here, kiddo. Oh, don't let the flag touch the ground. Keep it in the air. Put it in your left hand, your right hand. Very good. Everybody else, let me see your right hands. Same hand as mine. Right hand. Good. Dynamite. Put your right hand over your heart. Stand nice and still and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Very good. Put that back for me. Well, another Olympic sport this week. We're going to finish Olympics today because they start tomorrow, is basketball. Some of our Romper Room friends are learning about basketball right now. What do you use? Big orange basketball. Let's see what happens.
Can you believe that letter, Granny? They just don't know a good thing when they've seen one.
But, Up, they thanked you for trying out for the team.
Oh.
And it also says on this letter that the coach liked your enthusiasm, but you're just not tall enough.
Oh, they just don't realize that good things come in small packages.
But not on a basketball team, Up. Some of those basketball players are over 7 feet tall.
Yeah, well, I'm close to that.
How close?
Well, 6 more feet and I'll be right up there. Besides, I've got that problem all solved.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and show 'em my stuff on these.
Oh, Up. For one thing, playing on stilts would be difficult. For another, stilts are not allowed.
No basketball?
Not like that, no.
Oh, I can't get taller.
Not with stilts.
Oh, I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh, I try and I try and I just can't get taller. I just can't get anything I want. Oh,
no. Now, Up, take it easy. It's okay. All right. Up. Now, there are a few things I'd like to point out to you.
What?
Well, for one thing, this lifelong dream of yours to become a professional basketball player started last week.
Well, yeah, but...
No buts. It takes years of training and practice to be a pro ball player.
Years?
You betcha. The other thing to look at is this. Why spend time crying about what you're not when you can use the same time being happy about what you are?
You mean, like, look at the bright side?
Exactly.
I guess I could. I mean, not everyone is tremendously good-looking like I am.
That's true.
Or even incredibly brilliant like me.
Okay.
Or a natural leader like I am.
Now let's not get too carried away.
Or amazingly fun, or handy around the house, or loved by all. Gee, I am terrific. Or really good at tiddlywinks, or purple with beautiful orange hair, or really nice and smart and oh, of course, with a fantastic...
Romper Room friends will return after these messages.
Most tooth decay and gum disease are caused by plaque, an invisible film of bacteria that sticks to teeth. Your dentist will show you a new way to make plaque easy to see, so you can use dental floss between the teeth and a soft bristle brush to clean the teeth every day. Now the plaque is gone, and your teeth and gums will stay healthier much longer.
This message has been brought to you by your local dental society.
On the farm, we grow a food that's everything you need to eat. It's a fruit, a veg, a bread, a milk, a cheese, a bean, a meat. Hi, I'm Farmer Brown.
I'm Gussie Goose.
Singing about all the foods you need to keep you healthy.
Fruits and vegetables.
They help you grow.
Carrots, tomatoes, and green beans, and peas, and spinach, and...
They taste good, too. For variety and vitamins and feeling rooty toot. Eat a veg, a bread, a milk, a cheese, a bean, a meat, a fruit. Eat a variety every day.
And apples, and greens, and potatoes, and corn, and oranges, and...
Yeah.
We now return to Romper Room Friends.
Do you know how to play duck, duck, goose? Sure you do. Why don't you pretend that you are the person that gets tucked, and it's called goose, and you can run and see if you can get back to your seat before our friend here gets the other person back to the seat. Does that make any sense? Maybe a little bit of sense. You know what I mean. You give it a try. Now, what did you ask me, Christy? If you can be the goose, well, you can be the goose on one condition. You have to say duck, 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 goose very loudly so that we can all hear it. Okay? All right. Uh-oh, your sister carried the other way. Carry that way. Hurry up. Oh, that was too quick. Too quick. Okay, let me hear you.
Duck, 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 goose.
Oh, no. Oh. Darn. I just can't run fast enough. All right, you ready? Get ready at your house. Duck, duck, duck. Goose! Come on, Richard! Come on, Richie! Oh, so close, so close. Almost got me. Goose, go, Jenna! Go, Jenna! Ooh, good for you, Richie. Fast. Okay, Jenna.
Duck, 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 goose.
Goose! Okay, go ahead. Oh, got you that time. All right, Jenna, you sit in the cookie jar. Make sure you get someone who hasn't been tagged yet.
Everyone can...
No, not Christopher. Oh, it's called duck, duck, goose, not football. You tackle in football. Okay, you're out of the cookie jar, Jenna. Be careful, don't tackle anybody.
Duck, 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 duck.
Goose! Go! Oh, all the way around the outside. Safe! Slid into first, you're safe. Wait a minute, hold on. I've had enough. Have you had enough?
No.
No! No! Please! Please! Please!
No.
Oh, you're not going to make me assert my authority, are you? Why don't we stand up so that we can look at the sight word? Okay? Good deal? Oh, you're so agreeable. Everybody stand up. You can sit at your house if you'd like and come over here. What is... Okay, stop! Oh, close enough. Move back a little bit for me, Carrie. Move back this way, Richie, so you can see. No, not that far. Please listen. Come on. We're having a good time. Behave yourselves. Come on over here. Okay. Very good. Stand still. What was the word we talked about this week?
Olympics.
Good for you. Olympics. Do you see it up here? There it is. Olympics. What does Olympics start with?
Oh.
O. L. Y. M. P. I. C. S. Olympics. What are the Olympics? Yes, Christopher.
A lot of games that are Olympic that started a long, long time ago.
Long, long time ago, but who competes in these games? Anybody know? Carrie. Who competes in the Olympic Games? What are the people that compete called? Do you know, Christy? Okay, Christopher, what are they called?
Athletes.
Athletes. Athletes from all over the world gather once every 4 years. And this year they happen to be in Los Angeles. They start tomorrow, Saturday. And then they go for a while, into August, into the first week in August. And there are lots and lots of different sports. There's swimming, there's tennis, there's basketball, there's baseball, there's track and field, there's equestrian, that's the horse riding, yachting, that's sailboat racing, archery, lots, and the decathlon, that's the biggie, and the pentathlon, where they have to compete in all different sports to see who's the best. So that's called the Olympics. Would you like to have a little Olympic scarf throwing? We could pretend that we're athletes from all over the world gathering for the Olympic scarf throwing contest to see who can keep their scarf in the air the longest. Purple. Oh, I heard a please. And Jenna, I heard a pink. Actually, I heard Jenna ask for pink first, and I heard her say please. Do you mind if I share with Jenna? And you can have another choice, Christopher? Thank you for sharing. You're a good guy. Which one would you like, Christopher? Hang on a second. We're going to let Christopher, since he didn't get his first choice. There, all right. There you go. Okay, Christy, which one do you want? That one. Richard, last but certainly not least, blue. Okay. Now, the Olympic scarf throwing. See how long you can keep your scarf in the air without it touching the ground. We have representatives from all over the world gathered here in Romper Room today. On your arm? All right. Touch it on your arm. There you go. On your head. Well, Richie, be careful, because you don't ever want to put anything over your head. If you're going to catch your scarf on your head, make sure your face is open so that you can breathe. Make sure you can breathe. Don't ever put anything over your head. It's dangerous. You can catch it with one hand. Catch it with 2 hands. What else could you do? Give me another part of your body you could catch it on besides your arm and your hand and your head.
Your knee.
Your knee?
I touched it with my leg.
You caught it with your leg. Very good. And your foot, Christopher? Foot. Then you can lift your foot up and try and grab it off of your foot. After it's on your foot, lift your foot up and see if you can grab it. Ooh. It's a little difficult, isn't it? Be quick. But you know, actually, there is a sport in the Olympics. It's a new sport in gymnastics where the gymnasts have very, 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 very long ribbons, and they have to keep the rhythm moving at all the time, and it makes very beautiful squiggles through the air, and at the same time, they do gymnastics. It's very difficult. It's very pretty to watch. We could pretend that's what we're doing. We're the gymnasts, the ribbons. And they make squiggles, and they fly through them, but they're very long, much longer than our scarves. And they're on the end of the pole. Could you catch it on your heel? Oh, that's very difficult. That's very difficult. On my head? Make sure my face is out there so I can breathe. On my stomach? I'd have to be on my back to catch it on my stomach. You can't do that. You have to lie down to do that. That's your chest. You catch it on my chest. See? On your arm again? That's good. How about blast off? You want to do a blast off? All right? Tiny little balls. Squish your scarf into a tiny, tiny little ball so you can't see it anymore. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Squish yours at your house so you can't find it anymore. Is it gone? Can you see it? Now let's count backwards from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Oh, almost. You had to dive for it. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. Well, we're going to continue playing with our scarves. And when we come back to Romper Room, we're going to play an animal guessing game about reptiles.
Romper Room friends will return after these messages.
Presenting Ronald McDonald in Good Sports.
There's Sam, the Olympic Eagle, the official mascot of the 1984 Olympics.
Ronald, I'm trying to test all of this equipment for the Olympics. Can you help?
Can I help? Leave it to me, Sam.
Jumping hurdles by two, vaulting right into the blue. Then a high dive to a landing that's new.
Whoa.
You can do it. Ronald, that's who. Each of these athletics is hard to do. Together they're impossible, except for you know who. Ronald McDonald.
Thanks, Ronald. Now I'm off to the Olympics.
So long, Sam.
See you there.
It's a good time for the great taste
Oh, boy, punch.
of McDonald's.
Bet you can't tempt Howard's tummy with the taste of nuts and honey.
7:12, breakfast as usual.
So predictable.
Loosen up, Howie. Honey Nut Cheerios is full of crunchy nuts and tasty golden honey.
Nuts and honey.
It's gonna tempt your tummy with the taste of nuts and honey. It's a honey almond oat. It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
That's great.
Howard!
It's a honey almond oat. It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
We now return to Romper Room friends.
Hi, friends. Do you know what reptiles are? Anybody know what reptiles are? Do you know what's a reptile?
Like something like a lizard.
A lizard is a reptile. That's true. It is a type of animal or animals. They're like a family. Like we are mammals. We're not like reptiles. What distinguishes reptiles, or what makes reptiles different, are they have scales and they're cold-blooded. Now, how about if I give you some hints and you can see if you can guess what reptile I'm talking about, okay? This reptile nibbles leaves, eats worms, and they pull their head and legs inside their shell. When they're asleep or afraid, they have a shell on their back. Yes, Richie. It has a shell on its back. Carries its house on its back. The what? The wiggle. Like Wiggly Will? No. Jenna.
Turtle.
Very good. The turtle, or, do you know another word for it, Christopher? Tortoise. That's right. A turtle or a tortoise. They are reptiles. You saw it on the paper. Well, that's not fair. Oh, well, I'll do next time I will. I'll turn it around so no one sees it. That's that. All right, how about another one? We'll guess another one. Now, this is a type of reptile that's harmless, and they're very shy, and they eat small fish and frogs, and they live in the grass, and they go, what? A snake. Anybody know what kind of snake lives in the grass? That's a good hint. A grass snake. A grass snake, see? Now, if you ever saw a snake in the woods or the forest, would you go near it? No. You just leave it alone and walk away. You wouldn't hurt it, but you wouldn't touch it either, because some snakes are harmless, but some snakes could hurt you. So it's better just to stay away from them all, unless a grown-up shows you one. Maybe if you're at the zoo, or if your friend Barbara Dyer brings you one, then you can look at it. Here is another type of snake. This snake, sometimes you see this snake in the movies, and it has a very wide neck right below its head. And when it stands up on its tail, it spreads out its neck. And it's poisonous. This is the type of snake that could hurt you. Yes, Christopher?
A king cobra.
Very good. Very good. A cobra. That is a cobra. See? Don't think I'd want to tangle with one of those.
They spit at you.
Stick the tongue out.
They go
Here's another animal. This animal is not a snake. It's a type of lizard. And the very, very nice thing about this animal is it changes the color of its skin to suit its environment. If it's in green grass, it's green. If it's on a brown log, it's kind of brown, so that it tries to, one of the ways that it protects itself is by blending into its surroundings. In fact, Simon drew a picture of one of these. Remember, Simon had one that turned plaid? Can't really turn plaid, but Simon's turned plaid. Do you know what I'm talking about, Carrie? What?
Animal that turns brown when it's blue and turns green when it's red.
Do you know what it's called? It's a big word. It's a rough one. I'll help you. It's called a chameleon. See? That's the picture of a chameleon. See its tail? Doesn't it have a nice tail? It squiggles around. Squiggles around. See that tail? That's a chameleon. And a chameleon eats, wait, it just told me here. It lives in the trees. Doesn't say what it eats here. Doesn't say. I thought it did. We'll have to ask Barbara. She'll tell us. Let's see. One more. This animal lives near the water, has a very big mouth, very long, and very sharp teeth, and a very long tail. It's very low to the ground. Do you know what it is, Jenna? Do you know what it is, Christopher?
A hippopotamus.
Not a hippopotamus. It's a lot skinnier than a hippopotamus, lower to the ground, and it has a very long teeth. It's got a very long mouth with great big teeth. It opens its mouth up, and you see all these teeth, and it goes. Boom. Do you know, Carrie?
An elephant.
Not an elephant. An elephant has a trunk. It's not a reptile. You're going to die when you see this, because you know what that is. An alligator. You know what an alligator is, don't you? Or a crocodile. They live near the swamps. It lies in the water. Well, now you've talked about these different reptiles. Later, when we see Barbara Dyer, we're going to learn about voting for reptiles. Somebody here?
No.
Oh! Well, hi there. How are you going to get in if I'm sitting here? I guess I better move, right? I think that's a wonderful idea. I'll move, and you come in. Come on in, everybody. Stand up, the rest of you. Stand up. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Let me close the door. Everybody's so tentative. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm your buddy. Move back a little bit. Move back this way. Oh, you up this way. 5 of you. Come on over here.
I'm 5.
You're 5? Good. See if you can move up there. Okay, the 2 4-year-olds. Move up this way. You're 4 too? You're 4 too? You're 5? You can stand right there, and everybody move back a little bit and tell me whether you can keep the beat. That's good enough. Do you know how to keep the beat? How do you keep your beat? What do we do? Good. Do you clap your hands? Stomp your feet? I don't know, because everybody else isn't spreading out. Spread out a little bit so you don't have to be in a line. Get into a clump. Come on, you've seen us do this on Romper Room. Move in, clap your hands, stomp your feet, listen for the music, and we will play Keeping the Beat. Now, we have a lovely circle, so we'll play Keeping the Beat in a circle. You ready? Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Just me and my buddy. Having some fun. We jump in the air. We love to run. What do? Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Sing and dance it down the street. Just me and my body keeping the beat. Listen to the beat. Listen to the beat. Listen to the beat. We're keeping the beat. Now what do? Move along. Just me and my body. Moving along. Do you want to try? Just follow the song. What do? Clap your to the beat. We're keeping the beat. Me and my body keeping the beat. Me and my body keeping the beat. Me and my body keeping the beat. Listen to the beat. Listen to the beat. Listen to the beat. We're keeping the beat. Listen to the beat.
Romper Room and friends will return after these messages.
Fruit Corners Fruit Roll-Ups. Real fruit and fun rolled up in one.
You can peel them, you can poke them. Fruit corners. You can tear them, you can share them. Fruit roll-up. You can rock them, you can roll them. You can really get to know them.
Fruit Corners Fruit Roll-Ups are the chewy snacks made with real fruit that you unroll, peel, and chew.
You can stretch them, you can chew them. Fruit corners. You can pass them, you can oodle them. Fruit roll-up.
Fruit Corners Fruit Roll-Ups, now in great tasting grape.
Chuck E. Cheese, you can be real cheesy.
A great Italian pizza recipe with tons of mozzarella.
You can be real juicy.
You can be wiggly. You can be giggly.
You can be a star. You can eat from the bar.
You can be a man.
You can be a mouse.
You can be anything you want to be.
At Chuck E. Cheese, it's the only one.
When you're hungry for fun.
Route 18, Kmart Shopping Plaza, East Brunswick, New Jersey, and Route 23 South next to the Willowbrook Mall, Wayne, New Jersey. Opening soon, Route 22, Union, New Jersey.
Just a kiss of golden honey on those little golden grahams. A kiss of golden honey makes you smile and wanna say, tastes like honey graham crackers, crispy, crunchy all the way. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a golden grahams day.
Tastes like crisp little honey graham crackers.
Part of this good, nutritious breakfast.
Just a kiss of golden honey makes you smile and wanna say, oh yeah, it's gonna be a golden grahams day.
We now return to Romper Room and friends.
We have our catch and throws, friend. Do you have one of these at your house? You know, if you don't have one just like ours, that's all right. Maybe you could ask a grown-up if you could use a shoebox or a rolled-up sock with it. What do you need? Well, I thought you were sharing with Carrie, Jenna. That's what you do. You pass it back and forth to each other, see? And I'm going to share with Richie. You ready, Richie? Here it comes. Good catch. Very good. Try it again. Oh, I didn't throw it far enough. Sorry about that. Christopher and Christy, why don't you move over a little bit and join the rest of us over here so I can see you, all right? That's good. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Thank you, Richie. Oh, almost. I threw it too far. Let me try again. You have to watch the orange ball and move your catcher towards it. As the orange ball comes to you, move the catcher so that you can catch it. You ready? Ah, good catch, Richie. Whoa, a flying leap. You're spending more time on the floor than you are on your feet. Try and see if you can stay standing this time when you catch it, okay? All right. Wow, that was a great catch, Christy. Oh, you know, when it comes too close like that, you can let it bounce, Christopher. You can let it bounce and then catch it. Ready, Richie? Keep your eye on the orange ball. Oh, almost. Go ahead, pick it up. Throw it towards me. You caught it. Good for you. Oh, I almost looked away. Almost missed that one. Oh, almost. Too high, Jenna. Oh. Oh. Had to stretch for that one. Wow, did you see the way that wiggled around? Oh, it bounced out. Let me see, Carrie. Whoa. Look what I found. You ready? Well, let me throw it in your basket. Good catch. Who's on the floor again? There you are. Friends, we talked about basketball before. Well, Up has gone to meet with the Washington Bullets. It's a basketball team. See what he finds.
Bang!
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I'm Up. Who are you?
Rick Mahorn of the Washington Bullets.
Oh. Gee, you're kind of tall. Someday when I grow up, I want to be that tall, too. What are you doing here?
Trying to teach the kids how to play basketball.
Really? Can I learn, too?
Yeah, won't you boing out of here?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh!
Now, the proper way of shooting, you want to try to keep the ball over your head to try to shoot it right into the basket. Now, there's three things to play in basketball. You got dribbling, passing, and shooting. Okay, I just showed you how to shoot, and I'm going to show you how to dribble. I'm not a guard. I'm too tall to be a guard. I play center. Try to keep the ball, you try to keep your body as low as you can with the ball, even in proportions, not looking at the ball. Trying to handle it, feeling the ball with your hands, knowing where the ball is. Now, you want to learn how to pass it. It's a bounce pass, and there's a chest pass, and there's an over-your-head pass. Now, those three important passes of basketball. And the way you shoot, one more time, you take it, dribble, look at the basket, put it over your head and shoot. And when you're as tall as I am, you could do this. Romper Room friends.
Ooh! Did you see him shoot a dunk shot? Jumped right into the air and put that basketball right in the basket. I can't do that. I have great difficulty jumping, but I sure would like to try. Do you like to play games? Yeah. Yes, do any of you ever play basketball? Yes. Yes, basketball's fun, isn't it? Have you ever played on a team?
No.
Maybe not yet. Someday you might play on a team. Well, sometimes you play games with your friends in your neighborhood, don't you? Yes. Do you always win?
No.
No, you don't always win. What happens when you lose? What do you feel like? Yes, Christopher.
You just congratulate the other person and hope that he does well.
Yes, you say that he did well, and you can hope that you do better the next time, can't you? And maybe you could go and practice so that the next time you might win. Do you ever get upset if you lose? Sometimes you might not feel so good. It's all right. It's all right if you don't feel wonderful. I mean, you can't feel wonderful when you lose, but you shouldn't get angry or cry or get upset with the other person, should you? You should congratulate them. That's being a good sport. That's what Doobie was talking about, wasn't he? Yes, Jenny, you had your hand raised. What did you want to say to me? I can't hear you. Speak up, Jenna, please. Why do you have to do it? Because it's polite. You know what it means to be polite, don't you? It's just like saying please or thank you. That's being polite. You're taking into considerations the other person's feelings. The other person would be very excited that they won. And if you made a fuss and cried and kicked and screamed, then that wouldn't make that other person very happy, would it? And it certainly wouldn't make you happy. So in order for you both to be happy, you be a good sport and you play fair. Yes, Carrie?
You should share with your friends, too.
That's right. If you have sports equipment or toys, share with your friends so that you both can have a good time. Yes, Richie?
Why do you have to do it?
Pardon me? Why do you have to do it? Because, you know, if you're a polite person, people will like you a lot better, and you'll be a lot happier. You'd rather be a happy person, wouldn't you? And if you're not polite to other people, and you always make a fuss and kick and scream, you know what people will eventually say? Your friends will say, I don't want to play with them. They make too much of a fuss. And then no one will be happy. It's much more fun to be happy and have fun, right? Right. Well, we're very fortunate, though, we're here in Romper Room, because we don't compete. Everybody wins, and everybody has a good time, right?
Right.
Right. Well, I think that's a good idea. I think when we come back to Romper Room, we should all have a lot more fun and play with Miss Molly and you.
Romper Room and friends will return after these messages.
It's yum yum fun that is cool and keen, and its name is the Snoopy Snow Cone Machine. You put ice cubes in and get a snow cone out.
This is fun.
Yum yum fun is what it's all about.
Some assembly required, and you mix the punch flavor.
It's yummy, Snoopy.
It's yum yum fun that is cool and keen,
Yummy.
and its name is the Snoopy Snow Cone Machine.
Snoopy Snow Cone Machine comes with everything you see here from Hasbro.
Presenting Ronald McDonald in Good Sports.
There's Sam, the Olympic Eagle, the official mascot of the 1984 Olympics.
Ronald, I'm trying to test all of this equipment for the Olympics. Can you help?
Can I help? Leave it to me, Sam.
Jumping hurdles by two, vaulting right into the blue. Then a high dive to a landing that's new.
Whoa.
You can do it. Ronald, that's who. Each of these athletics is hard to do. Together they're impossible, except for you know who. Ronald McDonald.
Thanks, Ronald. Now I'm off to the Olympics.
So long, Sam.
See you there.
It's a good time for the great taste
Oh, boy, punch.
of McDonald's.
We now return to Romper Room and friends.
Friends, do you know how to play quick draw? Sure you do. Why don't you see if you have a crayon and some paper you can play on and see if you can sing with me. What do we sing? What? What's it called? Oh, come on. You can say it louder than that.
Quick draw.
Quick draw. Ready? Why don't you get a crayon at your house and some paper you can play on, because what time is it? Say it with me again. Quick draw. Quick draw. Quick draw. Quick draw. When you draw yours and I'll draw mine, they're all different, but that's just fine. Quick draw. Quick at your house? What did you draw? Look at that big heart.
Look at.
And squiggles just like I did. I did lots of squiggly wiggly lines. Did you draw a face on your heart? Very good, very good. And a rainbow and people. Well, you know what? I think that we should leave our markers here so that we could finish this later. Leave the markers here. Everybody put the lid on your marker. Put a lid on your marker. Got the lid? Why don't we go outside and see if we can find my friend Barbara Dyer through the door, through the rainbow door, over here. Follow me. Follow me. Wait a second, let me go through the door first. Please. Please. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hello, Barbara.
Hello, Miss Molly.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You brought us a friend, didn't you?
I certainly did.
Why don't you all sit down here, all right? This is my friend Barbara Dyer from the Turtleback Zoo. Welcome back to Romper Room.
Thank you. I'm so glad you were talking about reptiles this morning.
Can you sit down, Jenna? Sit on your bottom. Richie, sit on your bottom. It's not going to hurt you, Christopher.
I'd never bring anything to scare you or something that could hurt you. This is a reptile, isn't it? Mm-hmm. What kind is it?
A boa constrictor.
It's a boa constrictor. Excellent. That's exactly what it is. It's Victor, the boa constrictor.
Hi, Victor.
Isn't he?
Right.
It sure does.
Victor, the boa constrictor. You're right. It does rhyme.
He's beautiful, isn't he?
How long is he?
He's about 5 feet tall. I think he's longer than some of your friends.
Now, you have had Victor for a very long time.
Yes, that's why he's nice and I'm not afraid of him and he won't hurt me. But he's getting stronger and stronger each year.
Stronger and stronger. How old is Victor?
Victor's about 5 years old.
5 years old. Now, if any of our friends saw a snake in the forest or outside, what should they do?
Exactly what you told them to do, Miss Molly. You leave the snake alone, you walk away from it. You don't throw anything at it, you don't step on it, you don't try to pick it up, and you certainly don't bring it home. You walk away from it because it lives in the forest and it belongs in the forest. Snakes will not hurt you unless you hurt them. Snakes
So don't go
really
near it.
are our friends because they do good things for us. They eat lots of rats and mice, and that's what Victor likes to eat. So they're helping us.
That goes for mostly any animal in the forest. Just
That's
don't
right.
go near them.
No.
And if you don't hurt them, they won't hurt you. Most of the time, if someone gets hurt by an animal in the forest, it's because the animal is afraid.
It's afraid and he's trying to protect
And he's
himself.
trying to protect himself. So if you just walk away, then the animal won't be afraid.
And you would have been lucky enough to have seen an animal in the woods.
Where's his eyes?
Where's his
Good question,
eyes?
Christopher. You can hardly see them.
On the side of his head?
They're right on the side of his head there.
Do you notice he keeps putting his tongue out? But he doesn't do that because he's fresh. No, he's doing that because he's smelling the air with his tongue. He's trying to figure out where he is.
Victor, you're in Romper Room.
Okay, now he knows.
Now he knows. Now he knows in Romper. Now you brought something else for us because you're doing something very special out of the
Sure
Turtleback Zoo,
are.
aren't you? Anybody know what this is? Anybody have any idea what this might be? What do you think, Christopher?
A reptile voting machine.
That's what it looks like to
I'm telling
me.
you, that's exactly what it is. Good for you, Christopher. That is a reptile voting machine because you're having an election at the Turtleback Zoo.
Right, it's an election year, and we're having a special animal election that we're doing with the Essex County League of Women Voters, and we're letting people go into a real voting booth at the zoo, and if you're a little person, you can go in with your parents. We want you to know what it's like to vote, just like the grown-ups do, so that when you grow up, you'll be able to vote too. So we brought a small model for your Romper Room friends to vote for their favorite reptile.
So what you do if we were going to vote for Victor?
First, you've got to close the curtain on a big voting machine, right? And so you close the curtain, you're inside the voting machine, and then you vote for one of the reptiles.
Well, we have to vote for Victor because he's here. So that's how
Right.
you vote.
And then to get out, you open the curtain, and your vote is recorded in the machine.
Oh. Now, are we going to give the crocodile and the lizard and the turtle equal time?
Well,
we're awfully prejudiced here with just
yeah,
the
I
snake,
didn't bring
you know.
a crocodile
I know.
today.
What we have to do is make sure that everyone goes to the zoo and
That's
takes
right,
a look at all their
exactly.
other reptiles and takes a look at Victor. Did you ever think, now this is something that I used to think. I used to think that snakes had slime. You're going to give them to me, aren't you?
No, I'm going to, we'll share them.
Okay, we'll share them. I always thought, it's really not, you don't really need to be afraid, because I always thought that snakes had slimy, gooey,
and icky, and ew, right?
Why don't you just very tenderly just touch the skin? Go ahead, it won't hurt you. This is a tame snake, and Barbara says it's all right. He's a friend. See? It's really very soft.
It's hard.
That's right, he is hard. What did he feel like to you?
You can feel his muscles, very, very strong muscles. What do the scales do for the snake?
Did he ever squeeze around you when you first met him?
Well, you know what he does? When I had him around me before, he was squeezing around because he's trying to feel comfortable and secure. If he were in the wild, he'd be spending a lot of time in the trees. So he squeezed around me to hold on to me. Not because he's bad.
That's his tail skinny and the rest of
That's
him
just
is
the way
fat.
he's tapered. But the scales are his covering. He doesn't have hair, does he? But we have hair. Well, this is his kind of hair.
And also, the coloring on his skin is to camouflage him in the forest, right?
Exactly. If he were in the woods with the shadows and the different shades and browns, he'd blend right in and you wouldn't be able to spot him.
Ready for this? I'm getting used to this.
Isn't he
I was
nice?
a little queasy before, but I think this is really rather nice.
Me too.
Yes. See?
I wouldn't touch his head, though.
No, that's a very good idea. We don't like to have anyone touch his head, just in case, because he does have teeth.
He does?
Sure.
I didn't know boa constrictors had teeth.
I thought they just had to squeeze you.
But isn't he beautiful?
He really is. And I just want to make sure that I remind everybody that if you ever see a snake in the forest, don't go near it. Just walk away and leave it alone. The only reason that we're allowed to touch this snake is because this snake is tame. It's from the turtlebags. I think Victor likes me.
I think so.
I think I have a new friend. It's from the Turtleback Zoo, and we're allowed to because he is used to people. Don't do it in the forest, all right? Thank you. And go to the Turtleback Zoo and vote for your favorite reptile. Hope you win, Victor.
Is a snake.
Is a snake now, and especially
Or
it's
a
Victor.
crocodile.
Or a crocodile. All right, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to sit here and play with Victor a little more. And when we come back to Romper Room, we'll have a lot more fun. Thanks for coming again, Barbara.
Romper Room friends will return after these messages.
For a fun-filled, carefree day, visit the wonderful land of make-believe. You'll enter the exciting world of fantasy when you visit Santa. Chat with Colonel Cord, visit Old McDonald's farm, pilot a DC-3 airplane, ride the pumpkin coach, the hayride, Civil War trade, and much more like the Dipper roller coaster, the merry-go-round, and the thrilling new Red Baron. It's all in the land of make-believe in Hope, New Jersey. Take Route 80 to exit 12. The parking's free and the admission is low in the land of make-believe. Uh-oh.
Look what I've got. What is it? It's a Cabbage Patch Kid Wakusa Valley Kusa. What's a Kusa? Here's a story about him. They're a special breed of pet. And it says there's lots of different ones. He has his own car and ID tag.
Kusas each sold separately. They make great pets for you and your Cabbage Patch Kids.
I can even register his name.
Cabbage Patch Kids Kusas, complete with collar, ID tag, and registration certificate from Coleco.
It's Thidwick from Dr. Seuss.
Oops, the yarn.
Oh, Sally, your mom's yarn got loose. Leave it to Thidwick, the big-hearted moose. I got the yarn, but what do I do with all of these pests? A host above all must be nice to his guests.
A Seuss is loose, another cuddly creature from Dr. Seuss. So catch one for your kid while they're still loose.
Sally, Thidwick's a deer.
Thidwick's a moose.
The Dr. Seuss collection from Coleco.
We now return to Romper Room friends.
Friends, do you know how to play Jack in the Box? All right, now I'm not going to do it because I don't want you to watch me. I want you to listen. You think I'd try and trick you? No, I would not. Are you ready? Jack out of the box. See, you listened. Good for you. Jack in the box. Jack, you know, you ought to spread out a little bit. You're kind of squished. Jack out of the box. Jack out of the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Look at those heads pop up. Jack, out of the box. You know what? Now you listen. And now that you're out of the box, I'm going to tell you that when we come back to Romper Room, it's time for me to see you in my magic mirror. Jack in the box.
Romper Room friends will return after these messages.
They're coming.
They're here! The monster
Marshmallows? Frankenberry.
And Count Chocula. Now all the Monster cereals have bigger monster-sized marshmallows. Count Chocula has enormous chocolatey marshmallows. It's a delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. New Monster marshmallows are here.
The monster marshmallows are here.
They're everywhere.
Whoa!
Wow, at Chuck E. Cheese, you can be real cheesy.
A great Italian pizza recipe with tons of mozzarella.
You can be real juicy.
You can be wiggly. You can be giggly.
You can be a star. You can eat from the bar.
You can be a man.
You can be a mouse.
You can be anything you want to be.
At Chuck E. Cheese, it's the only one.
When you're hungry for fun.
Route 18, Kmart Shopping Plaza, East Brunswick, New Jersey, and Route 23 South, next to the Willowbrook Mall, Wayne, New Jersey. Opening soon, Route 22, Union, New Jersey.
We now return to Romper Room friends.
Hi, friends. I had a good day today, and Jacqueline's awake today. Sort of. She's going to help me with the magic mirror. Romper Vomper, Stomper Boo, tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? All my friends had fun today. I see Megan's having a special day today, and so is Camille and Lorraine and Marie and Taryn, and Joanna's having a special day, and so is Sharon and Larry and Kathy and Lauren, and Ryan and Rachel and Rebecca and Angela and Raina Lynn and Miles are having a special day today. And I see Brittany and Marganti and Brianne and Richard and Kurt and Paige are all having special days tomorrow. And I see Victor and Barb. And of course, friends, you know I see you. And Granny and Kimball and Up and Paddington and Doobie and I, we'll all see you again in Romper Room. Bye-bye, friends. Have a good day. Love you.
Hey, now you do. Bing bong, tick tock, bebop.
Romper Room and Friends featuring Molly McCluskey is directed by John Wolfe. Production assistants Barbara Gaduzzi and Laura Coombs. Technical director John Hurst. Lighting director Jerry Green. Audio Warren Kishner. Stage managers Lynn Baker, Linda Shears. Cameras Bill Regan, Howard Cohen, Joe Morandi, Bill Tynan. Videotape James Hollenbeck. Projection Lisa Rossini. Portions of the preceding program were pre-recorded. This is News 9 Update.
Good morning. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler in the Channel 9 newsroom. Here's what's happening.